animated is the question of whether or not we can clearly see the goal in our eyes, in our mind's eye, whichever eye you want to use. Can we picture what the goal is going to look like? Vision, generally speaking, trumps the other senses. So when you can see a goal clearly, when you know what that goal is going to look like, it puts you in a position to A, build more urgency for that goal, and B, you know exactly what you need to do to get there. It helps clarify what you're trying to achieve. Not long ago, I was giving a speech to about 1,000 salespeople, and I was talking to them about goal setting and goal setting for this upcoming year. And so out of these 1,000 salespeople, about 200 of them were selected to go on the end-of-year trip. They had hit their big accomplishment for the year. They had hit their sales figures. And so they were going to go to, I think it was Jamaica. And I asked them, listen, the trip was announced at the beginning of the year, and only 200 of you hit the target this year that you had to hit to make the Jamaica trip. Of the 200 people that made it to Jamaica, how many of you actually had a picture of Jamaica hanging on your cubicle wall? About 180 hands went up when I asked that question. Then I turned to the other 800 people in the room, and I said, okay, same question. How many of you had a picture of Jamaica hanging on your cubicle wall? About 15, 16 hands went up. Hard to count out of 1,000 people, but not many hands went up at all. And this was just one very simple exercise. In the book there's a wealth of research on this, but if you can see it, if you can visualize what you're going after, it becomes exponentially easier to achieve it. And there's wonderful examples of 800 Got Junk, for example, a great company started in Canada. And you know, anytime you watch those shows about the hoarders and you see the guys coming to clear out all the stuff out of their house, it's always an 800 Got Junk. That was one of the things they visualized. They first visualized, they had a big board hanging in their office, and they called it their painted picture. And they put on there everything they wanted to achieve. Getting on Oprah, making their slogan onto a Starbucks cup, getting onto TLC. And what, check, 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 one after the other, they achieve it. I'm not saying that just magically picturing it all of a sudden makes all your dreams come true. What I am saying, though, is that when you can get the visual parts of your brain activated, it sears the goal into your mind, and it makes you that much more disciplined and that much more willing to achieve this thing.